Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dr. J with the Twin Doctors, and everybody's intermittent fasting. Don't you get that feeling? I get that feeling. Now, in part, that's because it's the Muslim month of Ramadan, and Muslims all around the world are fasting in observation of Ramadan. But truth be told, a lot of non Muslims are fasting as well, and that is because intermittent fasting is the thing right now. Everybody's talking about it, and we've all been told that this can be the key to health and longevity. So, what I want to know is this: is that true? And so, basically, during this month of Ramadan, I'm going to be fasting right along with all of those Muslims around the world, and I'm going to look and see, do I get healthier as a result of this intermittent fast? So, when Muslims fast, just to give you a little bit of background, they basically don't eat or drink anything from sunup to sundown. So, it basically amounts to what's called the 16-8 model of intermittent fasting. When you do an intermittent fast, it's basically, and there's different ways of doing it, but it's basically an eating pattern where you go for prolonged periods of time without eating. In the case of the 16-8 model, you go 16 hours without eating, and then you have a small amount of time where you do eat. In the case of the 16-8 model, 8 hours. Muslims, basically, when they're fasting, they're doing the 16-8 model because from sunup to sundown, they are not eating. So basically what I did was on the first day of the fast, I checked biomarkers. Biomarkers are a set of labs that can give you an overall indication of how healthy you are. I checked my CBC, which basically tells me whether or not I'm anemic, whether or not there's generalized signs of infection. I checked my CMP. It basically tells me about my kidney function, my liver function, my electrolytes. I checked my hemoglobin A1C. It tells me what my average blood sugar has been for the last 90 days. Basically tells me, am I diabetic, pre-diabetic? I checked my insulin levels. They also give me a very good indication of what my glucose metabolism is like. I checked those levels fasting because, like I said, I checked all of these labs during the first day of this fast. And when you check your insulin level, it's super important that it be fasting. I checked my cholesterol profile to see what my HDL or good cholesterol looks like, my LDL or bad cholesterol. I also checked what are called apolipoproteins. I checked the B apolipoprotein and the A1, and these are labs that can also give you a better idea of your overall cardiovascular health and a better idea of what your cholesterol is looking like. I checked my vitamin B12, folate, and vitamin D levels. And I checked my CRP, and this is a big one. It stands for C-reactive protein. It's basically a lab that tells you how much inflammation you've got going on throughout the body. Now, this is a big one because if you ask me, most diseases, if not all diseases in the body, have some element of inflammation associated with them. And so when you have a lot of generalized inflammation, you're just overall less healthy and at higher risk for a whole bunch of diseases. So I checked all of these biomarkers on the first day of the fast. I'm going to check them again the last day of the fast, and we're going to see, based on my biomarkers or my blood tests, am I healthier or am I less healthy? Also, I weighed myself, but I didn't just weigh myself. I checked my percent body fat, I checked my muscle mass, I checked my overall hydration status, and I checked my bone mass. So muscle mass, bone mass, overall hydration status, percent body fat, weight, and my BMI. And I'm going to share all of those with you guys right at the end of this video. I don't have my biomarker lab results back yet, but when I get those, I will share them with you as well. So there will be periodic updates throughout this 30-day fast. But I'm going to share the weight and the BMI and all of that stuff with you guys in a few minutes here. But then I'm going to recheck those things at the end of the fast, and then we're going to see, all of us together, did intermittent fasting make Dr. J healthier or less healthy? We've been told that after we intermittent fast, we will look good, we will feel good, we will smell good, we will taste good. Okay, I added in the smell and the taste, but we are told that we will look good and feel good. So we're going to see, do I look and feel better at the end of these 30 days? Like I said, I'm going to check in with you guys periodically. Going to share what the fast has been like, the ups, the downs, the good, the bads. We're going to see how things started. We're going to see how things finished. And then we will all conclude together. Is intermittent fasting really the gym they claim that it is? Personally, I think yes, but we're going to see. I'll talk to you guys soon, and you can follow everything on our website, The Twin Doctors, on all of our socials, The Twin Doctors _ on YouTube, The Twin Doctors. Everything is The Twin Doctors. Until I talk to you guys again, I'm Dr. J. See you soon. So I'm 177.6 pounds to start. That gives me a BMI or body mass index of 24.8, puts me in the normal range, but close to 25, and 25 and over is overweight. However, for me, I think it's a lot more muscle than fat, as evidenced by the fact that my body fat percentage to start the fast is 14.1%, which is a good way to start. I'd like to be 10% or less, but 14.1 isn't bad. And I am 25.1 pounds of fat, so I am one fatty dude. No, I'm 25.1 pounds of fat walking around here on planet Earth. I've got a great muscle mass, though. 142.2 pounds of muscle puts me in the excellent range, which is, I think, why my BMI is on the higher side as well. I have a muscle rate of 80.2. Again, puts me in the excellent range, so I will take it. Looking at my bone mass, I'm 10.1 pounds of bone. The more you work out, the thicker your bones tend to be, the greater your bone mass. And I am a protein, or I have a protein mass of 30.4, so I'm 30.4 pounds of lean meat. My body water percentage is currently 63%. I'm going to keep an eye on that just because fasting tends to dehydrate, but it's not a bad place to start.